Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, if you are Cyber Cambodia, you are over in what is it, Dubai, fronting like you got a real job. And if you are over in Atlanta, you are cackling because you are Portia Williams and you finally got that watch back that you bought him, y'all. What is going on with Simon and Portia? I know I haven't given y'all an update in a while because for a couple of things. One, I told all y'all this would happen, and I told y'all down to even her Rolls Royce getting repossessed, her fighting over whether she can stay in that man's house, even though Simon is going to sell that house up under her. But let's actually catch up for what's going on in the lives of the young and the reckless. Y'all, Porsha and Simon, if you don't know, Porsha is a reality TV star that slept with a stripper, then in all in the same season, then stole her castmate's husband, then proceeded to go on her own reality TV show because she was an ensemble. She got her own spinoff. She then tried to beat up her mother-in-law and get the father of her only daughter arrested in a Mexican jail. Only to then go on a 2-year gloating spree about and all of her reckless minions about it don't matter what she did because she secured the bag. And I kept saying it's going to be a Crown Royal bag filled with pennies. I said that car he gave her, it ain't in her house. That house, and it ain't Portia's name. Porsha is now locked in a legal fight for her life because the ape-ish ninja turtle, literally, he looks like a ninja turtle, that screwed over Fallon, who I think Porsha was always jealous of, right? Did the same thing to her. Do you know this man called her a pig with lipsticks and said you can wipe that lipstick off, but you still gonna be a pig? Y'all, I have to laugh. I would actually defend Porsha, but never in my life have I seen somebody so proud of being so narcissistic and just going for self and throwing everything away while everybody was telling her, girl, you being stupid. Do all this. You can look at Lauren Sanchez. You can throw away your career. You can throw away your good name. You can throw away everything when you are actually dating a billionaire because everybody gonna stand in attention. Instead, you dated a scammer that was flying you out on rental jets that he only paid what one time. He did the equivalent, which by the way, remember I was the first one that told y'all about that. He now has a judgment against him for about $1 million. He ain't planning on paying that. My question to Porsha would be, because she's arguing over this prenup, do you really think that a man that had the gumption to sue the American government gives two ninnies about stiffing you on that prenup? Simon probably moved all his assets over through shell corporations out of the way of the American government. So at the end, and that's even if he even had any money in America, because this man sued the American government because he lied on his immigration application, and the American government didn't realize the lie for 10 years. So that means that it's all even in the same sense. He has no shame. Let's get into what he's talking about now. I could go. Let me know if y'all want me to start covering Porsha and Simon again because it is laughable. Two dumb people. But the issue is Simon's dumb, but Porsha is stupid. Like she's more dumb than Simon. And that pains me to see a woman doing that. If Porsha had any real girlfriends or even some attorneys, how is she paying those attorneys in Punani? What is the legal plan? What are they honestly doing? Because at the end of the day, Porsha is living in Simon's house, right? Porsha now wants the house in her settlement. The judge is letting her live there until the divorce is over. But I hope Porsha knows when the divorce is over, Simon is selling that house. Porsha is fighting to film in the Real Housewives of Atlanta house. But by fighting to film, she has to show how lucrative her contract is. Simon's prenup, I'm hearing, was based on the fact that Porsha would never work because after Porsha Family Values and the way, okay, me ripped apart his life and showed what was going on. Y'all called me crazy. Y'all called me a hater. Y'all said this. Y'all said that. Now look. Did I not predict it? Did I not tell y'all? I'm just saying. Could I be covering this more? Maybe, but I'm bored. But not for this because this was a twist that even I was just like, God, this is pathetic, right? The fact that Porsha doesn't realize that by fighting for your life to film, you're walking into a trap because you're now letting everybody know how much you make. That prenup was predicated on you not working. You can't have it both. Now, you could say he's interfering with your contracts, he's doing this, he's doing that. But at the end of the day, let's be real, Porsha, God, I've never seen a mix of stupidness, arrogance, dumbness, and just like holiness. You know what? Yeah, I have. Khloe Kardashian. I've seen this with Khloe. And Khloe and Porsha are both unevolved cancers. Y'all might not believe in the zodiac, but if anybody's ever met an unevolved cancer, because I know the cancer is going to be like, how dare you? We're not like that. I said unevolved. Every sign got unevolved. This is prime unevolved cancer mess. And Simon is outsmarting her every step of the way. What are her lawyers doing? Even if you get to stay in that house for filming. But I guess that's it. I think Porsha just want to be in that house for filming so she can give her sob story, cry, talk about how much she loved them. But at the end of the day, and I don't blame her for this, right? I'm sure she was tired of old man River climbing on top of her, right? But at the end of the day, you just want to get your sob story apart so you can go back to being a victim. Girls that gleefully take other women's husbands, I don't care if he went, I don't care if you took him, you're missing my point. You're never going to get a sympathy vote because it's not like she fell in love and just tried to, no. She was gleeful at helping him, just whatever. When he went in on black women, she was standing right there because she thinks that she looks exotic when she got a fresh perm in and she got those lace edges laying down. Anyway, don't get at me. Go read Porsha's book. She was the one that said it. Anyway, Porsha literally took Simon's watch. Remember when she had that birthday party and everybody called me the biggest hater? And I tried to put her down on game because I know she watches the videos, or at least people around her. And I said, Simon is not a billionaire. He is not even a millionaire. He is a two-bit con artist that wants to use you to actually expand his oil shipping business. Okay. She thought she had a billionaire. So she thought the way she would impress a billionaire. Now, mind you, billionaires can have anything they want in the world, anything. And if you ever dated anyone with any real money, you know that it's more time and effort, right? They don't really expect flashy gifts because they can get it for themselves and they probably like it better because they can pick out what they want. Not Simon. Porsha bought this man a watch that retails somewhere between $17,000 and $30,000, depending on where you get it with your reseller, right? Oh, Porsha, you should have bought the $200 AliExpress version. Simon ain't never seen it's a Frank Mueller watch, if you don't know. They are ugly as sin. A lot of basketball players, NFL players, all the stuff likes it. So, basically every man that's had their hands around something of Porsche's in the last year probably had it on, right? So she bought him a Frank Mueller watch. And I remember I said, and I hate to say I told you so. No, I don't. It's one of my favorite things, but I was damn right about this. Everybody, they call me psycho, hater, all this. What I got to say now? What you got to say now? You must be the Porsche in your friend group. Thoughts and prayers. Anyway, she bought him that watch and he took it. And I said, he is broke. And again, my broke might be different than your broke. I get that. But my idea of broke is I don't care how much money we have in the bank. If it's not going to be there next week or if the money is tight, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I get it. You're not working at Walmart. No shame to anybody working at Walmart. But at the end of the day, you don't got money like that for me to giving up my career, ruining my reputation. You don't have money enough for me to rebuild the reputation. So anyway, she threw this whole birthday weekend, got a private jet, got everything, got him a Frank Mueller watch. She literally for that whole weekend spent like a bag, at least 50 or 60,000 at least on that weekend. She flew everybody out. Like it was just a whole big deal. Simon only had 4 friends there. That should have been her first clue that he was broke. Because what billionaire only got 4 friends? I mean it. Because there's a lot of Porsches in this world, right? There's a lot of latchkeys and people that hang on. People will be around billionaires even if they don't like them. You could fill 500 people up in that room, okay? So anyway, she had to think, he took the watch. I said, this boy is broke. Why are you spending money on a broke man? Portia's birthday came around. He got her like a Chanel bag from a reseller and didn't even have it wrapped up, just had it. And and a bottle of perfume. You could look at Fallon and be like, yeah, Fallon's gorgeous and she make Fashion Nova look like Prada, but where was the Prada? Where was the Gucci? Where was the lifestyle? It was only a big house and maybe popping bottles. Anyway, she gave him that watch, and Porsha thought she was slick for taking the watch back. The only problem is, y'all, it is a crime to steal a gift back. You cannot take a gift back once you've given over to the property. Porsha went over to Dubai. Now, here's the real tea. People are saying that Porsha has been messing with a lot of people. If y'all was going on Fallon, Fallon crawled so Porsha could run. They said Simon knew about it, but he was keeping it in the back of the thing. He is about to expose Porsha. She thinks that her little sneaky links won't talk. Simon already got all the information he needs because, unlike Porsha, Simon saves information for a rainy day. Porsha just acts like purely emotional. She went over to Dubai the last time, my sources tell me, and gave him that ring because she was trying to feel out where he was. Then once she figured, something was up, she decided to break up with him first. Okay. Now, I know every time I think about Simon and Porsha, boring, right? But hold on. So anyway, she filed for divorce. And the thing that she did it in a way that she knew about his citizenship thing first. She knew about the cons and the scams and everything. Even the way she's coming at him, you knew, but you were fine as long as you could front on the internet. It's no problem. But I just want to say, broke boy, broke girl problems, right? Anyway, she decided to announce she was going on Housewives without telling Simon. Then she decided to release that information about his trial that happened in January. And then she announced that she had to do divorce to protect PJ. Do you think protecting PJ would have been not letting her sit on the lap of somebody that you had known for, I don't know, like 4 months? You think that's protecting? I don't know. Anyway, right? So to make a long story longer, right? All that shit happened. The thing is, Simon's ready for Porsha. And Porsha, I don't know how she did it, but she got into the exact same situation she got with Cordell. And she's still fighting over a house, got the Rolls Royce taken away. But I don't even think it was taken away from her. It was never in her name. Simon just let her have a photo shoot because Porsha was the dummy that thought that putting it on him and twerking on him was going to keep whatever, baby. Anyway. So anyway, Porsha took Simon's watch. People are saying why she was in Dubai, because when she realized things wasn't going, she decided to take the watch back. The only problem is, dummy, that actually is theft. And Simon's accusing you of theft. Now, you could always say, I don't have it. But if there's any proof you do, down to giving it to someone, down to hiding it, and Simon's so petty, even if that watch shows up 30 years from now or 80 years from now, when you guys are both, I'm sure he'll have his children too. Anyway, he said, while this Frank Mueller watch gifted to me on my birthday in 2021, I know Porsha feels so dumb. You spent almost 50, 60,000 on this man's birthday, and he gave you a Chanel bag resale in a bag, didn't even wrap it. You should have known this man was broke. But Simon got her with the whole, would we earn this for the family and not the spend, staying at Airbnbs in Paris, fronting. Because you can see the Eiffel Tower. A little bit, if you look to this side and lean over, you can kind of see. Anywho, I hope Porsha enjoyed that lavish life. She should have stuck with that Nigerian billionaire that took her on a shopping spree in Harrods. Because had she not been so eager to boost and brag, she don't care about messing with married men. That could have been her sneaky link forever. He could have, but again, you should have been getting investments and property and this and that. Only Portia's slow butt would literally choose to buy out the Harrods Chanel bag section and then get a Rolls Royce, which angered his wife. And you're bragging about it, trying to push them so he would leave his wife. Again, that's what the streets are saying. So he would leave his wife, only he popped up and said, don't you know you're just a plaything? Now, you could have been a paid plaything, but instead they cut her off, and even his handlers cut her off and even changed the numbers. Imagine that. Please. First of all, y'all would never see me messing with a married man, because for what? I can do for myself, and I'm not lazy. But at the end of the day, if you are willing to take that, you messed it up all over your big mouth. I don't even know about that. And how does somebody say get what you want? And the first thing you want is not a house. I just saw a house down the street from my parents. Oh my God, it's like 6 million. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Hmm. Oh, you'll get it for me? Thank you. That's so sweet. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, he said he has not reported the watch missing. He wants it back and he's going to keep an eye on it. Y'all, this story is developing. Portia William does not just steal husbands. Apparently she steals watches too, if you can believe what Simon is implying. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.